Damn! Which one would you rather run on your solo? This big gaudy thing, or that nice, small, easy, compact 92 gram setup? Let me show you the weight characteristic differences, because I have full pitch control and I can use all the way up to my Hero 10 with this. And I can't with this. I'm restricted to Hero 3 and Hero 4. I also have pitch controls on this, and I can still plug in to the HDMI port with the wire right here. So here's the wire, here is pitch control, and here is power for the gimbal tied right in. So I still get my video feed. I can still record in 4K at high def with stabilization active, and I can use all my newer cameras. So there's that. Let's see what the weight difference is. Alright, I think I've got it pretty much centered on there. So 314.3 grams fully loaded with battery, SD card and everything. That is the stock gimbal setup. Just to be sure about that, I'm just going to lift it up one more time, zero out the scale, set it right here on the front, check it on both sides. Yep, 314.3, and okay, there's that. Let's check the other one. Let's go ahead and take this off. We'll set it right there. Come over here, and we'll see the easiest way to get this one on there. Maybe might be easier just to do it like this. Let's see if I can get it up there all the way. There we go. Pretty sure we're on there all the way around. Yes, we are. Okay, 212.2 grams. So we've shaved 100 grams of weight off. For those of you guys who don't know, that's actually like the weight of a whole nother GoPro of weight characteristics that we have just taken off. That's actually a considerable amount of weight running this. So we shaved 100 grams off of this. That's literally another GoPro and a little bit more. So, I mean, you want more flight time? I've been trying to insist that everybody does this setup. It's really simple. Melt a couple holes on the top of your original GoPro mount, put some zip ties through, go right through the center bracket, and as you can see, they crisscross in the center, allowing this to stay nice and rubber mounted. And then all you do is put that through there, and then you follow my other video showing you how to install the gimbal wires and then go in the parameters and set it up. But yeah, let me show you what this looks like on there and set up so you guys can see for yourself. Okay, so as you guys know, I use this to fly full range acro, just like my race quads. I have an FPV system on here. I change this mount out when I fly FPV. So we got my Hero 5 on here. Normally I fly with my Hero 7. I don't normally put my Hero 10 on here, just because my Hero 5 and 7 seem to do just fine with the 4K ability that they shoot. And I also like the pro shots that you can take with this. The newer GoPros don't really have pro shooting capability, so I kind of stick with my 5 and 7 when it comes to this. But you can, I mean, if you want to, you can activate whatever you want to. But you know, let's go ahead and turn this on. I just flew this thing here a couple days ago, so we were flying acro with it. Everybody's so wowed when people fly acro with the solo. Honestly, it's just kind of a learning curve, so we'll let that boot. There's that. Still running on 2.4.2. I don't see any reason to change off. We'll watch this stabilize. There you go. You can see it is connected. That is for the pitch. And then obviously the HDMI wire goes in there and connects to the HDMI wire that is in there already. And then you saw the JST 2.0 connector behind this piece of plastic. And that's how you power the gimbal off the gimbal's power of the other one, off the standard plug that's already there. So you see that this says that it's now connected. I also activated pitch controls, so I have complete pitch control. How about that? So there you go. So we've shaved 100 grams off the weight. I can use newer cameras, and I have pitch control as well as video feed. Now remember, when I want to start recording, I actually have to tilt this down, and then actually I can do it one of two ways. I have GoPro recording active, so I can say, hey GoPro, start recording, and it'll start recording through voice activation. But like I said, yeah. So you can do it that way, or you can just click the record button. I'm not a huge fan of doing that, but you can if you want to. So there you go. This works great. It's not fighting the gimbal at all. It has full range of motion capability, just like the original setup. As you can see, it stabilizes and works phenomenally. So, and that gimbal, believe it or not, is only $37. It is a $37 gimbal that works on the Solo, PMW driven gimbal. So there you go, guys. Never stop modifying your Solo. You can bring these things, you can new age them, you can do all sorts of stuff. All right, I got a motor I got to swap. One of my rear motors is flickering, which tells me that it's time to change it. I have an ESC starting to go out. I fly this thing pretty aggressive, so. But yeah, so I've been on this set of motors now for 2 years. I finally dumped a motor. One of these rear motors has been pushed a little too hard, and so I'm gonna have to change that. But yeah, guys, never stop modifying your Solo. So there you go. Would I use the stock setup over this setup? Hell no. This is just such a better setup, and it's so much cheaper and gives you options. And not only that, if you guys actually purchase this, there's the motors I'll be putting on there. Well, I have 2 extras, but that's the one I'll be putting on there. And then if you purchase Tom Brenton's GoPro link up, you can link your GoPro to Hero 5, 6, 7, 8, and I want to say 9 by plugging this right into the extension bay, and then you'll have all your onboard features just like normal. So when you power the Solo up, as long as you follow his little guide that he gives you, put the little screws in there, blah blah blah, you can pair this to communicate with your Bluetooth, and then in your app, whatever you're using, Solex or whatever, you can actually adjust the settings on the fly, which allows you to control the GoPro. But I find it's not necessary for what I'm doing. If you're taking pictures, yeah, that's probably great. You can adjust things on the fly, but I'm a video person. But I do have it, so that just plugs right in, and then you set it up for the first time, start communicating with your GoPro. Like I said, I use a third-party gimbal, and it just works great. So there you go.